Hello, my name is Maxwell Wynn, and this is my reverse engineering product redesign presentation. Our customer needs were bright and long light, intuitive, aesthetic, durable, portable and storable, and usable. The first most important customer need was the bright and long light, and the second most important was the durability. And we got these customer needs through interviewing a mix of students and teachers. And we then gave the customer needs rankings based on how important they are to the customer. And here on the right shows some examples of some questions that we asked the customers in the interview. We got our design specifications from our customer needs by focusing on the most important features of a flashlight, according to a customer, especially someone that is outdoors frequently, such as a camper. Since our customers value brightness and durability the most, we decided to consider those performance testing results more carefully so we can brainstorm improvements. For example, our customer wanted our flashlight to be bright, so we set the specification to at least 1,000 lux at a 1 foot distance. And the durability, we measured it at height dropped, and our flashlight needed to be dropped more than 5 feet and survive. Here are some of our functional models. First, we have black box modeling, which was basically taking the inputs and outputs and figuring out what happens on the inside of our flashlight. And then from there, we went and made a predicted sketch on what was on the inside, which was more simple than we actually thought it would be, because on here on the right shows the disassembly, and we found out there were many parts that moved together and worked together. Our functional models were really influenced our design process because it helped us generate our own ideas before we found out what was actually inside the original flashlight and how the parts work together, which allowed us to generate concepts to improve the flashlight because it helped us figure out what caused problems in the original design. For example, we thought the materials were really cheap and it was decreasing the durability, so we decided to think about other materials we could use for our final product. And we also predicted that there were not many parts in the original flashlight, but we found out that it was way more complex than we thought after we disassembled it. And this made us question its reliability, so we ended up generating concepts to limit the number of parts in our redesign so the customer has less of a chance of any problems or faulty parts. Final design can be seen in the technical drawing on the right. So basically, our flashlight is powered by two USB rechargeable 9-volt batteries and with a single light bulb, and this light bulb was way bigger than the previous design's light bulbs, and it's surrounded by aluminum housing that reflects beams of light, and this housing can also be changed, and by rotating the front of the flashlight. And if you make it narrow, the light will be more concentrated and bright. But if you make it wider, then the beams will be wider. And then the main materials that we used was composite plastic and carbon fiber. And then some other ones such as aluminum in the housing, and then waterproof fabric, and then transparent plastic. Redesign had many improvements from the existing product. The first improvement was the brightness, which, thanks to the larger singular bulb powered by two rechargeable 9-volt batteries with an aluminum housing that uses a parabolic design, this enhanced the brightness of our final product, which made it way better than the competitor. And then next, our durability, which, thanks to the strong materials like the carbon fiber to withstand rugged environments. It also includes waterproof materials and sealed parts such as the covered USB port in the back of the flashlight in order to keep water away from the internal electronics. These are important because they were our most important customer needs, and so by improving these, we got to make our redesigned product way better than the competitor. Some other improvements that we had was the portability and storage. Features such as a belt clip, lanyard clip, and handle make the flashlight easy to carry and store, especially outdoors. It's also compact and lightweight due to our wise choice of materials. And our flashlight was also way more usable than the existing product because it was more intuitive and simple than the existing product due to its accessible buttons and large surfaces. And then to prevent as much confusion as possible for the consumer, clear labels are included next to the important features and their functions. Thank you so much for watching.